There is a skill that if you learn it and perfect it, you are almost guaranteed to make your first million. Your First Million is the name of my new book. I have gone from being homeless and sleeping on the floor of the San Francisco airport to generating millions of dollars and helping other people do the same. In fact, let me show you something really quick before I show you this skill, okay? 1,000 new millionaires. 1,000 new millionaires. I wear this a lot. I wear different ones that say this because it is my mission to help create 1,000 new millionaires. And I want you to believe and know that it can be you. You can be one of those. If you believe you can be one of those, let me know in the comments right now. Now, there's a skill that if you learn it, you are destined to be a millionaire. There's also three other skills that if you learn those and you stack them with this one major skill, it's a wrap. It's a guarantee. So I'm going to teach you not just one, but all four in this quick video. And they're all going to tie together. So make sure you listen to all of them. The first one is public speaking and communication. That's not the main one, but I'm going to get to the main one in a second. But you have to know this one first. Public speaking and communication. Now, I know what it feels like if you just got a pit in your stomach and you're like, oh no, I hope that's not one of the skills because I don't have it. Listen, I'm 44 right now. And until I was 36, I could not speak in front of more than 5 people without breaking into a sweat, getting really nervous, going mute, just not being able to talk. I was so nervous. My heart would beat so fast. And I thought that was going to be the way forever. In fact, there is a video out there somewhere where I say to the world, to the world as I knew it at the time, I think it was on Twitter or something, I say, I'm never going to do public speaking, so stop asking me. It's not going to happen. And then fast forward just a few years, and I have spoken around the world and back, right? I have spoken in front of crowds of hundreds of people, thousands of people. The largest audience in person that I've spoken in front of has been 20,000 people in that one room. And I never in a million years thought that would be the case. I'm here to tell you that public speaking and communicating are skills that you can learn, skills that you can overcome if they're barriers for you. And it's so important to be able to speak and tell your story and use your voice, especially in a time like this where voices are being muted. There is at least one person, if not thousands and thousands of people in this world who need to hear what you have to say. And so by watching my videos, spending time with me, you will learn public speaking. You will learn the art of communication. It is something that can be taught. It's not just for a few people, like the celebrities of the world or the motivational speakers of the world. It's for you too. And they say it, share your voice, even if it shakes. And that's what I believe. Now, the next skill that you can stack on top of that and learn over the next few weeks and months with me is very fun. And it is networking and relationship building. Now, in my book, It's About Damn Time, which is my first book, I talk about how there's a difference between networking and building networks. Now, you need to network. Networking is important for building networks, right? But building networks and relationship building are foundational. They're fundamental. They are the rock to everything else you're doing, right? The networking may conjure up ideas. Let me know in the comments what that feels like to you. Is it like putting your card out if you have cards, old school, like you have a card, you're giving everybody a card, or schmoozing, or like jumping into a conversation to be interesting and to be cool. But really what networking means is the next time you go to an event, think about the fact that my goal is to walk out of this event having met one or two people who a year from now I still know and I still talk to. And if you do that instead of, I want to get 50 cards out or 50 flyers out or tell 100 people about my company, if you do that with that mission, even if it's a huge event, and you do that multiple times, your network will be so valuable over time. That is one thing that I did even when I was poor and broke. I couldn't control even if how many meals I'd have that day or that week, but I could control, can I go out and meet someone? Can I introduce myself to someone? Can I reach out through email? Can I reach out through social? Can I go to an event that's free or that's very low barrier to entry? And can I make it my mission to meet one person of character, one person who I align with? Maybe I don't even agree with them on everything, but we can talk and we can then do deals together. Because a lot of the people that I met when I was broke, this is important. A lot of the people who I met when I was broke, I do deals with now. And you don't think of everyone as this transactional, can they buy from me this moment? You think of them as, can we work together for a common goal? And I can reach out to them to ask questions. They can reach out to me. And there's no tit for tat. You know, it's not like they owe me something, I owe them something. Think about that. Now, another part of that networking and relationship building is, what is the next event you're planning on going to? Whether it's physical in person or it's online, because sometimes people don't have the means or they don't have the ability to physically go to a place. But if you have the ability to physically go somewhere, I want you to make it your challenge right now to book the next thing you're going to. Is it in February, April, October? When is that thing you're going to? And what will your mission be when you're there? To learn, to soak up the atmosphere, but to walk away with at least one phone number of someone who you believe you can actually partner with and collaborate with. That's how you do it. Another way to do this, another hack. Do you want to know a hack? If you want to know a hack to networking, let me know in the comments. It's like my favorite hack of all time when it comes to networking. And I do this all the time. I'm not just telling you to do it, I do it all the time. This is that I will have a dinner or a lunch or coffee or hiking, whatever it is. But the goal of it is to have 5 other people there. And those 5 people are not like, we're not all best friends, right? We're not all on a sitcom. The 5 people either don't know each other already, or most of them don't know each other. Maybe one knows one, and etc. But the point of it is, you get together, and this is like the flex of all flexes. If you can pay for the dinner, it will come back to you so many times over. So I'll give you a quick example. You put together a dinner, you say, we're going to meet at this restaurant. Maybe you even get a private room because you call the restaurant and you say, hey, do you have a private room? And they say, yeah, it has to be at least 6 people. It costs $75 a person. Like, this starts to add up, but is it an investment you can make? And you invite all 5 people. Maybe they're people you met at an event. Maybe they're people you've had in your phone for a while. You haven't reached out to them, whatever the case is. Or you invite the first 1 or 2 people and you ask them, can you invite someone with great character, someone really interesting, to join us? It's my treat, and we're going to get together and fellowship. And this can be entrepreneurs, this can be investors, this can be people who all work at this certain company, or people who all work in this certain field, teachers, ex-nurses. It can be have a theme to it, or it can be a mishmash, right? And then when you get to that dinner, and hopefully it's in a private room or at least a table that you can actually hear each other, let people talk to each other. Talk to each other for a few minutes, get to know each other, just kind of casual. Then you call attention and you say, listen, I just want us to work together. I just want us to know each other. Use this day to get to know somebody new. And what we'll do is we'll go around the table and we'll each introduce ourselves. We'll have about 30 seconds to 60 seconds each to just introduce ourselves. And people will do that. And then immediately people will start to understand each other and like say, "Oh, that resonates with me. Oh, that's cool. That she's cool, he's cool, they're cool." And then you might even have a theme of the conversation I want to have tonight as you're talking to people is this theme. What is the toughest thing that's holding you back at work? What's the toughest thing that you're working on in your company? What is a big challenge in your family? You can set up a theme that's casual and go around the room, and then people can talk to each other. It is one of the best hacks I've ever known because you build that fellowship and you collaborate. Now, you may walk away and only one of the people that was there is who you connect with. But imagine you do this every quarter. Imagine you do this every month. Imagine you do this in different cities. If you have a company right now, if you have a company, a coaching company, a tech company, any type of business, you could be doing this. If you're not doing this right now, you're missing out. These are $1 million moves. Okay? This is what people do who have money. So you do it first before you have money and while you're building money. Now remember there's this main one that if you get right, there's the sky is the limit for you. But the one you want to stack to public speaking and communication, to networking and relationship building, yes, they all have to do with being extroverted. But I believe that even introverts have an extrovert in them, right? I believe that it's sometimes we'll say, "Well, I'm an introvert," and that'll be it. That's like the excuse, and it's like over. But think about that. Would you rather be an introvert or and just be an introvert and broke, or would you rather be an introvert who sometimes can break out of their shell and sometimes can go beyond what they've already been and make more money? Like we are who we say we are. We are who we believe we are. We're not who some label we've put on ourselves in the past or some label that society has put on us. That's not who we are. You have to break your own limiting beliefs, right? This is important. This is a matter of life and death. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm an introvert." So, yeah, what are you going to do? That's not how it works. You push past that. And the third skill is sales and persuasion. And when I say persuasion, I mean if anything I've said in this video has made you think, has made you question, challenged you at all, that's what persuasion is. It's not forcing a thought on you. It is, can I get you to ponder? Can I get you to question? Can I get you to either push back or pull in, right? Lean in. And sales are so important because there's a transaction that happens for the capital, right? It's there's a transaction. You go to the store, you pay for groceries, you're paying that store, they're making money. You go to a doctor's doing great work. They're doing amazing work, but they're still getting paid. A teacher, a mechanic, a plumber, they're all getting paid. The airlines, you're getting paid. So why shouldn't you get paid? And no one's going to come in and just hand you a bunch of money. That doesn't happen. So the way that you make money is that you learn how to communicate, you learn how to network, and then you learn sales. And sales can be taught. There are several videos on this channel that talk about sales. I'm going to make a playlist about sales, by the way, because it's so important. But if you learn it over time, and it can be taught, even the people who believe that there is no way that they could be a good salesperson because they don't have the flash, they don't have that kind of personality. Those are the people I actually see do the best. Inside of arlansallaccess.com, in my membership, there are people in there who 8 weeks ago were like, I can't sell, like I can't do this part, or I can't start a YouTube channel, I can't do it. And all of a sudden they're making thousands of dollars because they can be taught to sell. It is a skill that can be taught. It's $1 million skill. Now I'm going to tell you the number one skill that is going to make you millions of dollars. And I implore you, I hope that I persuade you to learn this skill. I'm going to tell you that in just one moment. But before I do, I want to talk to you just for a second. I want to talk to the people who have been watching my videos. Maybe you just stumbled upon me today, whatever day it is. But either way, you found value. You're still here on this video. So you found some value with it. And I want to talk to you. And I want to ask you if you will do a favor for me because I am doing a bit of an experiment. I want to tell you that $1 million skill that you came here for, just one moment. But before I do that, please do something for me. And this is the only thing I'll ask of you. This is a free video. The only thing I'll ask of you is if you are not subscribed to my channel, if you wouldn't mind just subscribing right now. If you are already subscribed, please do not unsubscribe to subscribe because that actually is a negative for my channel. But if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe for a few days, see if you like it. If you don't like it, then you can unsubscribe later. But it would do so much good for my channel if we can get more people to see it. And right now, I think in 2024, I think I gained 92,000 subscribers organically. Amazing. And I think we can do even better in 2025 and beyond. So if you are not subscribed, I implore you to subscribe right now. If you are subscribed and not subscribed, either way, also like this video because I'm doing this experiment. I look at my data every single day, and the videos that get the most likes and subscribers are the ones that get shown more to the algorithm. So let's do this experiment. I'll tell you how it goes in another video. But like it, subscribe, leave a comment just to give any insights that you have. Share it, do all the things like with this video, if nothing else, this video, because I want to see what happens when that is like engaged, what happens to this video. I have a video that has more than 400,000 views called Become Money. And that just blew me away. It's amazing that that happened. But what I noticed about it is that people subscribed. Like that was the main driver. People subscribed, people liked, they shared it. They watch it more than once, they watch it all the way through. So thank you so much for indulging me there. That's going to be a huge, huge help. And then I'll also show you the results of the experiment. Now, the number one thing, the number one skill that if you can dominate here, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay, write this down. I hope you wrote the other ones down, but write this down. Content creation and storytelling. I cannot tell you how much I have gained in the past year from putting out more content. And it it got so it was so interesting to me because I spent all this money at one point and I was making everything really fancy and I still do that sometimes. You'll see that on this channel for sure. But then like from July 2024 till October 2024, I just uploaded almost every day just like this on Zoom. It's not 4K, it's not even HD, I think. It's just me here talking to you. The key was have a good mic so you can hear me, and it's really important in video. But it was through creating that content, giving value, giving away free, all of my information for free, just everything that I can do to help. And then storytelling. So you'll notice in some of my videos that I'll talk about my past. I'll talk about something that happened. I'll talk about, Mark Cuban invested $6 million in my venture fund. You may not have known that, but he did. And I'll talk about how that happened, and it'll be interesting and people will listen to it and they'll weave that into the valuable information I'm giving. So if you can learn content creation and storytelling, if you become really proficient in both, it is a wrap because you can, especially on YouTube, this is going to change someone's life today because on YouTube, you can reach so many people that you've never, ever been able to reach before with the push of a button. You record something of value. It's entertaining, it's educational, it's both. But you're a great storyteller. You take people on a trip, a journey. You upload it, you put it out into the world, and YouTube does the rest. Sometimes you'll get 0 views, then you'll wake up 3 weeks later, and all of a sudden it'll have 100 views, and you're like, why? What happened? Sometimes you'll get like 1,000 views the same day that you upload. I've seen everything. I've seen it all. And here's a key. I'm going to leave you with this key because I think this is something that it surprises a lot of people. The more money you are charging for your offer or for your product or for your business, the more money you are charging, the fewer views you have on YouTube and social. Okay, what I mean by that is you don't need millions and millions of views or even thousands and thousands of views on your videos on YouTube if what you're selling costs more than $1,000. And if you think, oh, I don't know how to sell something that costs more than $1,000, there are definitely videos on my channel that teach you. Go to my playlist, go to my homepage, arlansfirstmillion.com, or just click on my name here. It'll take you to the playlist, right? At the playlist, there's one that's like how to make an offer, and there's several videos about it. But the point of it is, it's really cool because you can have like a few hundred views in a month on a really good video that you record on Zoom from your laptop, just like on a Wednesday morning. And that can be seen by 150 people over a few weeks' time. And if you are able to use your sales and persuasion, you're able to link it off to something or tell them, hey, get on a phone call with me, or, go to this webinar or go look at this website. You can get people to convert into paying customers because you've shown them they can trust you. You've shown them you have something of value to teach them or to entertain them with, or an event, or a physical product. I see it every single day. I work with more than 400 entrepreneurs and creators inside of arlansallaccess.com, and they do this. Like, I teach them and they do it, and then they come back and they say, look what I did. So I see it. I know it works. And not only that, for myself, in a 5-month period, very recently, like within the last few days, I made $400,000 from one income stream using YouTube and Instagram. TikTok wasn't even mentioned there. It was a little bit of LinkedIn. Mostly people who had never heard of me, even with all the accolades, even with all the success. I'm still grinding every day. I'm still an entrepreneur, right? So I'm doing what I'm telling you. It's not like I'm here and I have this huge audience and they're the ones that are coming back over and over again. Most people, that's why I talked about the subscribing, because most people are discovering me for the first time, or they've just known me for the last few weeks. How long have you known me? Did you discover me today? If you made it this far, thank you. How long have you known me? It's like when you have a billboard and you're driving down the highway, and it says, the billboard is like for sale, and it says, if you see this, your customer will too. It's true. This is living proof. If you see my video right now, if you're watching to this point, it's proof that you putting out content will also be seen by people. And it may be fewer people at first. It may be all kinds of variables. But the point of it is that you now have an asset. And if you can intertwine storytelling so that someone understands that they know you, that you want the best for them. I want the 1,000 new millionaires, right? If you want to be one of those 1,000 new millionaires, you feel a kinship with me, even if you just discovered me today. So this all comes from experience. I want you to win, and I hope this has been helpful.